Since to see how it is, we'll see. I'll decide. Gonna be grinding, failing, getting all those pieces of aids there. Pieces of aids, I would say, even considering how you get them. Alright, yeah, we'll see how it is, exactly. If you'll see how it is. Hey, what is this, AJ? Ah, you got some gigas too there. Nice, nice. Sounds good, Alright. Yeah, bro, yeah. Well, I mean, it's... How much did I stay? Probably like 80 hours, 60 hours. It's just like I had like pretty much like almost 2 weeks break because of Next Fest and everything. So I was just like doing Next Fest and new games. So took a little break. So I gotta return to it tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna be back to it. Maybe something else you will see, but yeah, I'm gonna finish it. I want to finish it. I'm not gonna drop it, you know. So, yeah, Might and Magic gonna still happen, and the Graven will still continue too. Absolutely. Absolutely. We ain't ditching, we ain't flushing. Good news so far, just starting, so no news so far. Let's see if it will work properly first attempt. I think it does. Ugh. Here's all over the place. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Nice. Good. Alright, one sec. Just gonna go the bathroom and we start. And we gonna start. See, next week, Might Magic returns, at least on Monday. Then we have, maybe, I'm not sure exactly yet, but yeah, that is already very soon. Might be. It's not gonna be something I'm gonna be just, you know, like sitting and playing. It's gonna be something, you know, maybe to start the stream, do like a run or two. If I feel like it, we'll see. Maybe. Not sure yet. Could be some Balatro. Then we also have next week Dead Beauty. That I'm gonna be playing. That I will be playing. That will be Thursday. I might be potentially able to start it earlier because it's the same publisher as Ultras, so I assume they might be sending the keys and stuff like earlier, like with Ultras, so maybe like Wednesday or something, or like Thursday morning I'll be able to start. We'll see. Not sure. But not sure. Spoilers? I mean, some things I guess, mostly when you return, like the garage sections, maybe you need to kind of avoid. Otherwise, I don't know it. I don't think there's like that much of a spoilery stuff though. It's still kind of more of a roguelike after all. So yeah, this one next week. Balatro maybe. Might and Magic 6 for sure. Ultra's gonna be finishing next week. And some probably Skull and Bones also gonna have some time. I want to do Raven Dawn also on stream. There's like more people joining us in Raven Dawn, and like I kind of like never really... never really, you know, like play it now on stream. Well, I mean, I did last week though, I have to say, but still. Could be a bit more, could be a bit more. Plus the idea of playing it when I heard it's a roguelike. It's a nice roguelike though. Like, it's different. It's different. It's different and it actually feels nice to play in that sense. That it does, huh? I want to play Might and Magic on the VOD emulator. Nice, bro. Nice. How's the interviews going, by the way? I guess it's like the weekend right now, so not much right now. But yeah, Pacific Drive will be interesting. Like, I'm very curious about it. And this we're gonna check already next week. So yeah, we have some big stuff coming. March for now kind of seems a little more chill though, which is good. So like that's when the season and Skull and Bones gonna be happening. So I can grind that some. I can grind some Raven Dawn. I hope. Like A500, because it's always I'm like, oh, this month's gonna be chill, and then like boom, there you go. You have this, and you have that. Like all the big releases of March that everyone's waiting for, I'm kind of don't really care too much about. Dragon's Dogma I wouldn't mind, but I'm not gonna be playing it release though. Probably gonna wait, since I haven't played the first one too. I'm just gonna wait, and they probably doubt they're gonna be like sending, like if I get reviews keys or something, absolutely sure. But otherwise nowadays I'm kind of, you know, on the money saving mode, so I'd rather wait. Nice, bro, nice. Hopefully. Well, the thing is, like, right now we have all this, like, fun time, right? Quote unquote, with all the layoffs and everything, so... Like, yeah, as Ultan said yesterday, right? That we're gonna have some interesting video game drought potentially, like, few years down the line. When everything that is still in the works will be released, and we get to catch the effect of all the stuff that was cancelled in the end. We'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe not gonna be that crazy anyway. Maybe not gonna be that crazy. Yeah, I wish it would be already clicked. You know, I wish all the, like, the Raven Dawn, Skull and Bones, all that stuff would be, like, in summer or something, when it's, like, way more calm. That would be way better. When you kind of, like, have a lot of downtime, kind of chilling. And it all happened when I still didn't even finish the Boomerathon, sorta. And it's like, boom, here you go, man. Here's a bunch of demos first with Next Fest, right? I streamed, like, what, like... 70 hours like last week basically, right? Like 10 hours a day pretty much I streamed, and I still feel like, you know, like not enough, man. You need more. You need more. Speaking of, tomorrow I might start a bit later. Like maybe, well, kind of my usual time, I guess, like 9 a.m., maybe 10 a.m. Because we're gonna do the regular groceries probably tomorrow actually, because like running out of coffee. Need to go to the marketplace before like the delivery. Like the shipping takes a while. I ordered like a kilo of Honduras coffee with pretty good price and a reasonable price and fresh. So, but it still didn't arrive, so I need to go like buy at least like 100 or 200 grams of coffee to last until it arrives, and like in general do some shopping. And we wanted to try to close some more lines on our list of authentic Armenian foods to try, so I'm gonna do that in the morning, and then I'm gonna go home, and then I'm gonna stream. Like, not gonna be 8 a.m. start probably, but yeah, maybe 9, maybe 10, we'll see. We'll see. Like, the latest one, 11 probably. Armenian food tier list soon. I'm basically kind of like gonna be like taking photos of all the dang stuff we eat, and then at some point in March, I just gonna be like getting some what I can like here. And something I'm gonna, you know, show live and eat live, and some I'm just gonna show the photos, because obviously I'm not gonna have like all of it here. So yeah, just for now gonna be for now obtaining of the photos and the videos of different types of food and stuff here. So yeah, that's coming. That is coming. Absolutely. I do remember. That will do. Alright, 1 second, bathroom. Then we start. 1 moment. Right. There we go. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Well, the thing is, like, a lot of industries, a lot of, like, games and stuff. I mean, gaming industry overall is still, you know, grew up real hard. And, like, it didn't, you know, like, roll back to the pre-lockdown times anyway. So they did grow. It did grow quite a lot. It's just the fact that a lot of, like, investors, a lot of corporate boys and everything had decided to, you know, to go in. And they decided to go in on high, as usual. Buy high, sell low. The classic. Living, you know, that life. The trading life. Alright, let's go. Let's see. What do we have? 20 small mazes. Damn, son. Got the insane puzzles there. Overwhelmingly positive. Puzzle game with 20 small mazes. They're good mazes though. Damn, son. Alright, so it's kind of like mazes with a twist too. Alright. And then a soul for free. That seems good, huh? About 1-2 hours long maybe. Keyboard and mouse to play it. One person played through the whole game on the Steam Deck, but I tried it and I think it's better on PC. Few puzzles require knowledge of English. No puzzle requires sound or audio to solve it. No puzzle requires being able to recognize different colors. Hope you enjoy it. Nice. Banishers selling like garbage. Well, I mean, it's still kind of unpopular and everything. So if anything, I think it's not exactly, you know, them selling like garbage, but I guess like everything kind of selling like garbage sort of now. The Caribbean Legion, yeah. But actually the price here is pretty good though. This regional price is actually good. So they like literally just remastered it. Hey Window, didn't recommend Banishers, I see. That would be kinda like the case probably like in terms of sales and stuff with mini games now. Yeah, they have the Romans as a tag there. Yeah, that does really look like it's exactly from back then. Exactly from back then. Yeah, the good old. Yeah, there you go. I don't like the multiplayer stuff in Skull and Bones. You have this. You have this. It's 1-to-1 the same with the 30 new items. Alright, let's see. Insane. Well, I mean, seems kind of like a lot of people actually just just need that. Seems like they just needed that. It's not a new game. Paid patch to make mediocre pirate game almost playable. Damn, son. Sold us a patch for the full price. Minimal amount of changes, but at least they're there. Alright. Yes, people mostly the med people are about the fact that yeah, just basically like selling the old stuff again. Even buggier than the original with minimal improvements. Insane, eh? See, stay very right. And the Sea Dogs is back. And Jedi Survivor on sale. When EA sub, the Hobo tier. Damn, it's still mixed even, holy. Damn, I assume they didn't fix shit, I guess, on PC still. Performed quite well on my older laptop. It looks like shit though, alright. Performance still not 100%, but was mostly fine. February, alright. Zero crashes, played majority of the game in good frames. I waited a whole year, got it just recently on sale 50% off, and yet still the most terrible PC port I've been playing since Dark Souls 1, alright. Constellation of bugs, crashes, poor performance. Still. The previous game is shit. Wait, which way? Previous game was nice. I did like it. I would play this one. But I'm gonna wait for the subscription probably. So I can get it somewhat for free. Instead of buying it. It seems like I'm not losing much. Because it's still broken. Small lens. Oh, this one is also out now. Then another one, open world survival craft. Let's see. A very positive into mixed. Oh yeah, the 1.0. Oh yeah, I remember this one actually. Yeah, alright. That was a grounded at home, eh? Small end or small end? Yeah, hard to say. So as recent mix though, I guess the full release not that good. Poorly optimized, alright. Zero accessibility options. No way to disable motion blur. Damn son, that's the Don's game. Devs finished early access but releases the 1.0 version totally broken, alright. 1.0 release was rushed. Still early access, don't buy this game, damn son. See how it is, huh? Tomb Raider remasters. Oh, this one is doing good at least. Did they actually make a good remaster for once? More puzzles. Some more puzzles. Little lower. Puzzle and jewelries are eaten. Insane. From my behavior. Damn son. Publishing now. That didn't impress you, I see. Good reviews though. Do not buy this if you want to play co-op. Damn, son. You can see other online players, emote at other players, ping locations to your group, invite players to your group. You cannot play together and you cannot solve puzzles together. You cannot communicate in any way without third-party tools. Play cooperative in any way. Alright. That's kinda interesting. And the Needless Always Online. See, they have the cool multiplayer features though. Dragon Quest Builders. It wasn't on PC for a while or something. Thought this one was out already some time ago. It's a remaster. This bundle with the second one too, alright. This out already, yeah. There's even a second one, so I guess it's like a remaster or something. Or first one was just not on PC or some shit. I mean, Square wouldn't be surprised, huh? Ah, first one wasn't out on PC, alright, I see. Space Wheel Prologue, eh? Fuck's that. 60 basic cores, hundreds of base station equipment. Ah, I see. Thousands of chips, really cooperate and shoot through the dual angle joystick operation. In a survival roguelike game. Explore sci-fi space and build your strongest battleship. Damn, son. Dual angle joystick operation, my favorite. To build your giga ship there, alright. Seems like quite something you can build there. So Banisher's doing good there. Yeah, people have some crushes and stuff, I guess. The fuck is this review? Didn't fully finish it, however, I enjoyed my first hour in the game. Product refunded. Alright, I guess. And that's an interesting one. .5 out of 10. Oh, was it like some IGN 6.5 or something? Keep playing, yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, so you can see what's the what's the main trend, right? Like there's nowadays, especially with everything, there's already like predetermined, you know, the opinion on the game. So like in some games you post negative, you get clown. In some you post positive, you get clown. You just need to figure it out and you can farm. And you can farm. Either clowns or something else, depends what you want. It's like rarely you see the game that is like confused, right? Where like everyone gets a clown. Say like some games is just kind of like Skull and Bones would be out on Steam. Like you post something positive, that would be a clown, 100%. Tell you that. Tell you that. And that already defined, you know. 100 Ninja Cats, another one. Dude, there's so many of these already. 100 cozy games. So the deluxe edition with extra content. Insane. Extra content for 80 cents though. Yeah, window, yeah. Before someone is already like farming actually. Like how many like clown reactions you can get. Can you become the biggest clown on Steam, dude? The quest, man. Who can do that? Helldiver is mostly positive, right? People having some tech issues or something. Then even putting the time younger. The Bodman. I got to that you know, level when the default age is already younger than you. Game is not fun at all. There's some insane reviews there. Current state of the game is broken. Can't play, just wait other people finish their runs as the servers are at maximum capacity and you can't log in. I'm waiting 20 minutes right now, so I broken play with me. Just waiting our time here, wasting our time here, alright. Ready, see ya, ready, see ya. See ya, see ya. I limited the servers actually, damn, I see. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, yeah. Played the demo of that one. The last Next Fest actually. It's interesting that it doesn't show a new and trending though. So I guess it's considered already good enough, so it's just here. Yeah, demo I kinda like, I don't know, I wasn't really like super on it. Felt kinda like some Vampire Survivors likes were a little better. But I don't know, maybe full version is good though. Maybe they improved it. Here's the last epoch. Palworld still farming. Cyberpunk, discounts. Discount, getting it back up. Dark Gravity, what is this? Upcoming. Should destroy, collect. Craft and destroy even more. Fast-paced, low-poly vertical shoot-em-up game. Oh, this one, alright. A non-linear campaign. In the beginning it looked kind of like something completely different, but I guess not exactly my cup of tea. A buckshot with friends. Tabletop horror game. Take turns firing a shotgun. Game can be played with friends or a dealer, creating an intense suspense-filled atmosphere. Russian roulette reimagined. Damn, son. The suspense, dude. High quality gaming, man. I have like this, like some questionable, like fucking weeb thumbnail, and you have no idea what you're looking at, dude. Nowadays, tell you that. It doesn't have any like porn tags, I guess. But I also not sure. It's RPG Maker stuff there, alright. Clicking on weeb shit becomes scary on Steam. Because a game also sometimes kind of PPG with filters that you have. These two I see. Not fools, not fools. Cyberstalker, the popular K-pop idol. That's what I see. I'll see how it is. Search for clues, to find your K-pop idol. Damn, son. The Twitch viewer dreams there. I see how it is. Medieval machines builder. Time to build some trebuchets. Playway. There it is. There it is. Sultan's missing another banger. Another banger. From his favorite studio. Insane siege machines. Very detailed construction, dude. Huh? Games like those, like the robotic ones I played, right? Like you could do something like that with like more, you know, proper simulation, not just, oh, there is this like thing, you just need to click on it and it just goes all together. But you know, like actual building something custom, that would be cool. Programming craft, then son. Use visual programming to make the robot do a tiresome work for you. Slowly build a gang of self-sustaining robot workers and watch them terraform the planet. Damn son, alright. The future with that AI. It's actually getting the programming there going, alright. Early access. Insane, eh? A game for nerds, eh? Sounds good, eh? Sounds good, eh? Symbiotic flower and wasp struggle to complete their life cycle. Challengingly twisted arcade experience. The REST API, yeah. Control both characters at once in a mind-bending single-player, team up with a friend in a hectic local co-op. Master the symbiotic duet. And more trippy stuff. If Ultras wasn't enough, you have this now, to polish. To polish it at top. Partial full. And that one I saw, yeah. The war groove, but sort of post-apocalyptic, I guess, or just modern in general. This might be interesting. I could get like the early for that one, but yeah, like considering amount of stuff to play now, I was like, not this time, not this time. Advanced wars, but not held hostage, I guess. Yeah. Damn, Nick, they know something about you. It's all your visual novels there. All your visual novels, man. Fossil fuel too. Huh? The fuck. 2 already even. Dangerous Bulb Studio. Even the insane lockpicking. Definitive Jurassic survival horror experience. Where did you go wrong? Need to get some visual novels like Nick, I guess. And then maybe you'll get it. Furnish Master. More simulation. Not even Playway or something. Insane. A relaxing game about furnishing apartments. Just don't tell Electronic Arts, man. They still, like, you know, do, like, full-fledged Sims. And, like, people already just, like, selling, you know, like, just the furniture part of Sims, like, a separate one. This one, I guess, goes a little deeper, though, but still. Damn, even RGBs and everything. Insane. The stickers, okay. This one has more detail, I guess, than Sims, yeah. Can get your insane streamer setup there. Very pog, eh? Very pog, eh? Yeah, this one probably gonna go. This one probably gonna go, brr. It looks quite nice and smooth, though. Not bad. Nice, Nick, nice. Nice. Plane accident. Spectre examining causes of plane crashes. Visit the crash site, gather evidence, and interrogate witnesses. Explain whether the accident was caused by independent factors or human errors. That sounds like some dang stuff. It also looks kind of like something Playway would make, probably, but that ain't the them apparently. Is the bio-ink... Wait, is it from the same dev? Nah, why is it similar though? Dude, this game is actually dank. That was like last time played, probably in 2018. That was like super early. It was pretty good, pretty cool game though. And did play it a bunch. And it was a good time. The 8th of March 2018. Probably around that time I guess I did play. And that was dink. And there's some like some clips from there, but actually I think it should be on the hard drive, on the PC. On the clip archive, the pre-DMCA stuff that I saved. I think, because the rest I did delete back then. That was quite the clip there. It was nice, it was nice. Okay, 1 second. Let me see. On the drops. Phone charge is already dying. Well, still gonna be like 3 hours though. Well, fine. Get it after the stream. A little more. I charge it and put it back again. There we go. Alright. Actually, might as well then. Like Twitch recap or something will be something probably this year. Gonna be some Raven Dawn galore there with all this wood, with all the woods and everything. All right. There we go. With all the drop farming, I don't see any hidden gems. Damn GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition. The recent mixed. Huh? Completely broken. Still completely broken in 2024, alright. Absolute worst of the AI generated remasters, huh? No. Dude got a clown. A joke compared to the original. Still got the original, I see. I see, Steve, I see. Yep, always the launcher, man. Always the launcher. Call of Duty recommended them, son. Yeah, Judas, that's a better recommendation, but still have no idea outside of what we've seen in a couple of shows so far, so I see we're there, right? Remasters, sure. Damn, son. The queues. The queue's still pumping. Keep them going low. 45 bucks there, holy shit, alright. Insane. Spooderman. Standbox. Single player physics sandbox about the bullying ragdoll. With Budman. Shoot him, push him, watch him get back up until he doesn't. Bullying the ragdoll. Why? Thinking about getting this game, please wait until the game gets the workshop update. The game gets boring fast. And what a guy. Not enough content. A dumb refunded after 20 odd minutes. Damn son. That's some quality reviews, man. Some memes also I see already, alright. The Armor Straight Tycoon, saw that before. This week algorithm is kinda PPG, seems like. Heartless and Dreadful, returned by 72 hours. Character action game made mostly by one person. Features complex and satisfying combat and a short story campaign with multiple brutal difficulty options. Allowing for quite a bit of replayability and additional unlockable side content. Damn son. Mind Magic 6 and Uplay. Damn son, already there. Well, it actually the GOG version doesn't require you to run any of those. Magic 1 to 6 actually. Yeah, I think that's what I got on GOG too. And not on GOG at least they don't require you to run any Uplay stuff. Damn, good price. Not $99 per character. Some insane update thumbnails there. Let's see, bro. Let's see. Ah, alright, he's alright. Yeah, I think the old stuff you mostly don't need it really. Mostly. Holy shit. The beams went dang there. Karuslik stud invades, Save Ukraine from swamp hordes of savages in this first person horde shooter. Too soon, man, too soon. That's some serious Sim looking stuff though. That's some serious Sim material right there. Saika da Sutoka da Shiki. Damn son. Yeah, I think it's a bit like in general like games about that stuff. Kinda like early. No matter what, because shit is going. People dying and making a meme out of it from any direction is kinda serious games I guess kinda doable and still like a little questionable. Psycho is a zombie anime girl, wants to play with her senpai. The senpai needing to complete her parts and give her food and satisfy her hunger while simultaneously trying to escape. What a game too, I would say. God, the zombie wife is there for you even. Insane. Adela doesn't even own it, damn son. Missing the horror. Missing the horror. A chat sure would like something like that. I bet, I bet. And some way to think stuff, dude, huh? A way to think. Yeah, check out the stories, real quick. Not a sale on GOG. They just keep going. Tales from the Unending Void. And that from the thumbnail you already can kind of tell probably about what the game is. Anything Denkala Witness there. Thumbnail can tell it's banned in Germany, I see. Could be, could be. Damn, worms for 30 cents. Insane. But no Lord's coming soon. Oh, when was that one actually coming though? When was that one actually coming? Damn, heroes again in the best selling. Love to see it, man. Ubisoft. Come on. Is that in April? I see. Yeah, do the right thing. Give the game to someone decent to be developed. Damn, the full Cooper mode, alright. With all the unrated pouches, nice. The fresh arrival. Fresh arrival on GOG. Oh yeah, of course, the main client of the GOG. Becoming more of a minefield than Steam. They don't have like the filters or something still yet, I think, so yeah. The thing is, like, I'm not sure. I think the GOG is still in my old region. But normally, yeah, Steam is in dollars. Like all the CIS, the Commonwealth of Independent States countries, they all in dollars. Except for Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, I think. Everyone else is in dollars. They already attached them to dollar before it was cool, before Argentina and everything else. For the regional prices. But this might be actually kind of still my home region. Because like it was kind of like painful to change in GOG. So it could still be the old one. And then System Shock. Still 25 bucks though. That's a little too much. A little too much, I'd say. Still awaits. Still awaits. Ah, there we go. They pick as usual. With their shit. Are you done? Come on, faster. Faster. Let's see. We have dollars here in Epic, so yeah, basically it's mostly on all the stores. Armenia is in dollars. Mostly. Yeah, rating Skull and Bones though, Epic. I think it just goes like the open critic or whatever thingy there. Like they don't really have like their own proper reviewing. Or is it actually 4.2, I guess. 4.2 stars. Yeah, there it is. Great boss battles. I mean, they are when you're not forced to do the delivery shit. And you're not for these prices. No regional prices either, so... Bigus Anopus, man. Yeah, what else do you have there? Mordhau. The Remnant on sale. Yeah, Dakar for free. Got that, I got that. Is there multiplayer or something on this shit? Maybe we should do some insane rally race in there going. Where does it even show an epic multiplayer? Yeah, I guess. The insane rally. And all for free. I news they already have like a bunch of garbage there. Beginner's Guide to Skull and Bones. Damn son, let's see. We're doing something wrong. We were doing something wrong. Backstabbed by xenophobia by tackling multiple missions. Yeah, sadly you also have the limit on the amount of quests you can take though. Familiarize yourself with map icons, journal and tracking resources. Damn, they give you good advice. Discover outposts to unlock fast travel points. Boss resources from Flora Fauna and Flotsam. Flotsam actually not false. Well, it's from the shipwrecks though, so not from Flotsam exactly, I guess. Take note that the items in your cargo hold mailbox in the warehouse. Some giga advices, man. Mob clues to find buried treasure. Manage your ship before leaving port. Master ship navigation and manage stamina depletion. The spyglass to reveal target ship resources. For dueling factions and try to get in on the action. The enemy's weak spots and board them when possible, eh? We're privateers and enemy captains that have bounties, eh? Careful in attempting to recover lost cargo. Bodies are called for help if tasks is too difficult. Well, yeah, everyone's busy running their endgame content instead of like doing the fun part. Yeah, there are new categories kind of appearing now. I think before it was just like about some new games they're bringing in. Well, actually, we can do this though. I do have it in the notes, but might as well, I guess. The 2023 in review. Total PC users 270 billion. Near 804 billion Epic cross-platform accounts. 75 million monthly active users in December 2023 plus 10%. $950 million spent by PC players on the Epic Games Store plus 16%. $310 million spent by players on third-party PC games in the Epic Games Store. Combined is 13% actually. So I assume that's in general, so like including like Fortnite and their shit. And this is just the third-party PC games. 13% drop. Did they have something huge last year? Well, even second to last, I guess, because that's 2023. What was in 2022 that was like that big? To get this 13% difference. Free games 86. Free games claimed nearly 586 million times. Average score across all free games 75%. Total redeemed value of free games $2,055. Insane. Top titles: Genshin Impact, Rocket League, Dead Island, GTA 5 and Fortnite. FIFA, Red Dead Redemption, Alan Wake. Yeah, Alan Wake is not even like there. Dead Island went higher than Alan Wake. Shaken by SMH, man. Many people actually turned down the free games, yeah. Did you anyone ever though? I remember I think there was something I wanted to play. I don't remember if I did. I think something I did though. Maybe once, maybe twice even. That's pretty much it, I think. Hogwarts was there too. Jedi Survivor. Star Rail. Fall Guys. I see, Steve, alright. Still not getting started there. Features shipped in 2023. The launcher performance, loading time reduction. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit. Self-publishing tools launch, making it easier than ever to release your game on Epic Games Store. There's too much trash now, though. Like, holy shit, dude. You need to start working on algorithms or something, because browsing through some sales or some shit becomes like digging through a pile of shit sometimes. Epic Rewards offering 5% cashback and 10% during sales. That's a nice one. First run program that empowers developers to keep 100% of their net revenue in their first 6 months of exclusivity on Epic Games Store. Discount price management tools giving publishers direct access to the pricing of their catalog, allowing them to create more value for players outside of our own hosted sales. Experience detail pages have allowed us to create dedicated pages for experiences within games. The Lego Fortnite, for example, have built a foundation for library organization, allowing users to launch directly into their preferred experience and better manage their library. What's planned? Whole new download manager. Damn son. Control timing with updates, schedule downloads, reorder your queue, and more. Insane. Significant improvements to offline mode, including ability to deliberately switch an offline state, smoother launcher experience with clearer information, improved authentication flows for users with limited connectivity. Social improvements. Let's make your friends list more meaningful. Give you more options for communicating with your friends. Preloading for pre-purchases. Subscription support. Let developers and publishers with their own subscription service bring them to Epic Games Store. Crucially, you will also be able to earn rewards with subscriptions purchased on the Epic Games Store. That could actually be kinda interesting. Thing is, like, it's probably gonna be hard to like move existing stuff already to the Epic. But that overall is kinda nice. You have like 10% cashback on this well, I mean 5% or 10% during sales on like some MMO subscription you're playing. That could be good. Dynamic bundles. Take advantage of a great bundle of content already on some of the items. You'll be able to do so without losing out on the cost savings. And launch on iOS in Europe. Yes, they're returning on iOS in Europe because of all the changes that Europe decided to do to fuck with Apple. I see. Isaac Mac, hello. How are you doing? Received our Apple developer account and will start developing the Epic Games Store on iOS soon thanks to new Digital Markets Act. Planned to launch in 2024, Epic Games Sweden AB will operate the mobile Epic Games Store and Fortnite in Europe, with the store team leading development. Bad sign. Epic Games Sweden has 3 studios and 60 plus employees. Anticipated games. Well, which of those are exclusive though? That's the main thing. Because far from all of them. Homeworld 3, Killing Floor 3. Zelda Zone 0. Space Marine 2. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. There's son. Raw Ben. Suicide Squad. Kick. Very anticipated, dude. Black Myth Wukong. Frostpunk Flintlock. Also kind of haven't heard about that one in a while already. Judas, 33 Immortals. 33 Immortals is the only one I thing I remember about 33 Immortals is that Phil Spencer played it with on stream. That I remember. Yeah, I also like don't think I even heard about the third one. Actually, was it on one of the shows? I don't remember. Dragon Age Red Wolf, Pacific Drive in Anticipated. It wasn't a show, alright. Stalker 2, Path of Exile 2. On Epicals, alright. Horizon, Hades 2, Nightingale, and Destiny 2, The Final Shape. Then totally very anticipated. Well, that's basically what was in the picture. So that, well, I mean, interesting what was like before then. that they dropped last year 13% of sales on third-party things. They did seem like it got a lot of people on the first-party things, though. Which actually, I think Epic was publishing, right? Alan Wake, so maybe they just consider that as their project then and not third-party. So maybe that's what caused the growth and stuff. Even though it didn't sell that crazy. We'll get to that soon. Which, I mean, might as well kind of start. Might as well start. Scroll up. Okay, a decent amount if you look at it. In perspective, let's go. DC Universe Online developer and publisher suffer layoffs. Dimension Link lost an unknown number of senior staff, with game developer reporting reduction in the art community and narrative departments. Team is best known for developing superhero MMO DC Universe Online. Daybreak Games, formerly Sony Online Entertainment, worked on several multiplayer games, including EverQuest 2, H1Z1, Star Wars Galaxies, and PlanetSide 2. Exact number of affected employees from both studios currently unknown. Unfortunately, latest of an alarming trend of game industry layoffs. Another one. But I'm really like impressed that DC Universe Online is still pumping though. That makes me kind of happy there. Because that I played, dude. 2012, maybe. When was the close beta? I don't remember actually. Before 12 probably. It's been a long time it's still running. That's pretty good. That was a cool MMO. I mean, probably still is, huh? Just like... what's very original, It's very fresh back then. Xbox is bringing 4 mysterious games to other platforms, and Starfield and Indiana Jones to remain exclusive. There it is. There it is. What was there? Yeah, making plans surrounding future hardware, vaguely promised substantial leap in technical prowess, offered little in terms of concrete details. So they still gonna be proceeding with the physical consoles. And yeah, some of the games will be on other platforms. Some sources say Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded. That makes sense. That would make sense. Future there will be less exclusives and more games can go multi-platform. I think it's basically just kind of like they want to kind of like, you know, make people less mad and still kind of bait people, you know, on the platforms because of exclusivity, but probably like 6 months, a year later down the line, it's also all gonna be everywhere. Yeah, that's the thing, like, you know, like when the times were all like, I mean, I think those times were always, though, to be honest. Like, the only people caring about those like console wars are some PPGs on the internet, basically. Like all the console owner, all the console, you know, like companies and everything, they care about profits. So if it's profitable, if it's gonna be profitable to bring their shit to more platforms, they will. With delay and everything, but they will. And I think they will, for sure. Sony said it will, Xbox said it will. But now only Nintendo didn't, I guess, say anything. But we'll see. Maybe. Maybe. Value our Xbox community. Yeah, they probably like kind of got a bit scared of the pushback. I got a little scared there. Not sure why though. I think it just like... Well, I guess it's not like they backed off from some plans. Is that, you know, like they didn't have those plans, but they got misunderstood. So they needed to do a little bit of this damage control there. Like I don't think they were planning to bring anything to like other platforms yet. They probably will, but they're not gonna say it. Same as like Sony tries to also never like mention that it's like timed exclusive, right? It's always exclusive, and then oh yeah, like 6 months later, a year later, there it is everywhere. Yeah, that's how that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, a year, maybe 6 months, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna just bring it everywhere. They also have experience already. Like Fallout 76, for example, basically just like by going to PlayStation, Fallout 76 got like huge boost in players and profitability that keeps it going because like they were already planning even to maybe like wrapping it up or something, and then you know let's try Sony and did it on PlayStation Plus, and boom, there you go. It survived still. So they already seen the effect of like porting things. And they do have like a bunch of shit that would kind of they have like fucking Redfall that they still insist on trying to work with, and I mean apparently it gets better kinda. We'll see. Maybe they'll do something with that. And yeah, like Sea of Thieves, Grounded, perfect games to go on PlayStation. That's gonna be pumping probably. I don't know like if they can monetize them after release though, but I mean they still can sell them at least there for new audience. Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, also kind of like side projects of the big studios. They kind of like they good games and stuff, but they're not like, you know, some like super huge titles for Microsoft, so like people not gonna be really mad about it. Starfield I think would be kind of nice to port though, to be honest, because that would in general work really good for the game's reception, because like a lot, well, actually kind of hard to say though. But I think it probably would be good though. I feel. But I guess they kind of want first to try to do something about it, you know. Try to maybe make it better. Here are the winners of 27th annual DICE Awards. Dude, I again like I really don't understand why some of the awards like happen like, you know, already like quite deep, I would say, into the next year. Same with like streamer awards in general is kind of like, I don't know why even. But like with the like game awards, like we already don't care. Like last year passed and forgotten. Like I think everything passed like, you know, first days of January, even like first days of January already late. Like it should be end. Like how Steam does it, for example, Game Awards does it. That's like perfect time. Like you're wrapping up the fiscal year awards basically. Yeah, pretty much. It's just late already, dude. I don't know. It's mixed now on Steam already. Damn, Starfield's growing. Insane. So let's see what they got there. Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3. Good. Standing achievement in game design, Baldur's Gate. Standing achievement in game direction, Baldur's Gate. Outstanding achievement in animation, Marvel Spider-Man, I guess. Art direction, Alan Wake 2. Kinda true. Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, achievement in character. I mean, maybe. Original music composition, Marvel Spider-Man. Not sure. Audio design, Marvel Spider-Man. I guess, maybe. Not sure. Achievement in story, Baldur's Gate 3, alright. Technical achievement, Marvel Spider-Man. Well, it does look good though. It does look good. Yeah, music stuff I'm not sure about Spider-Man whatsoever. Action game of the year, Marvel Spider-Man. So like basically it's kind of like this, like, well, Spider-Man like didn't get shit on any like, you know, big awards, so we just gonna like hand it to them here. Family game of the year, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Adventure game of the year, Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Racing game of the year, Forza Motorsport. Role-playing game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3. Sports game of the year will be The Show. Strategy simulation game of the year, Dune Spice Wars. Well, I mean, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. See. Quality internets. Online game of the year, Diablo 4. I mean, what we're gonna be considering, like, would fit in the online game, and what did we have last year? Like, online game in general to Diablo 4 does sound kind of pipiega. Overall. Like, that ain't the main shit there for sure. Was it that bad in all with online games last year? Was it really that bad there? Immersive reality technical achievements. Rise and Call of the Mountain. Reality game of the year, Asgard's Wrath 2. Outstanding achievement for an independent game, Cocoon. I like that Cocoon managed to kind of like farm on all awards pretty much. Cocoon and Alan Wake. Surprised not a lot of Alan Wake here though. Only one basically. Still good, I guess. True Race is true. Yeah, not sure what was even there in terms of online things to play. I guess it was that dry, so they just like decided to roll Diablo out, I guess. Because like Diablo in the online game of the year sounds kinda wild, dude. I mean, it is kinda online, I guess. But like, not that much exactly, I guess. Give it to Street Fighter at that point. True. Actually not false. A report, a Respawn developing a first-person Mandalorian game. There it is. Players did not play as the Mandalorian, as in Din Djarin from the hit Disney Plus series, but rather as a different bounty hunter. Game reportedly set during the height of the Galactic Empire and will see players capturing or killing bounty targets. True Races, yeah. The game is not an open world title, instead it will feature more linear levels set across multiple planets. Gameplay is set to emphasize mobility and style while also being very fast-paced. Well, I mean, it's the Titanfall, dudes, so I think that is a good. Let's see, Steve, I see. Well, yeah, it does say here. Studio in 2022. Respawn developing multiple Star Wars games. There is an FPS led by game director Peter Hirschman, which could be this Mandalorian title. Other projects, the last year's Star Wars Jedi Survivor and yet to be revealed strategy game. Alright. A yet to be revealed strategy game in Star Wars universe. That will be interesting, alright. We'll see, we'll see. Like, I actually don't mind though. Because yeah, like Titanfall, these guys kind of know their shit with shooters and with first-person shooters, right? So like, I'm okay with that. Dynamic and everything. The jetpack and everything for Bounty Hunter and stuff. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. And the fact that it's kind of linear is also nice because that means there's gonna be like decent story and everything. Like enough fucking open world shit already doing it. There's plenty of that on the market. We could do without it, I feel. We could do with something linear for a change, yeah? Every once in a while. Monumental to acquire Congregate. Current owner MTG will hold a 30% stake in the merger. Congregate into the Monumental family. Both studios' portfolios of over 40 games. Modern Times Group acquired Congregate in 2017 for $55 billion. The acquisition, MTG will still hold a 30% stake in the company. Happy to have found the right home for the next chapter in Congregate's journey. Congregate just going places, man. From hands to hands. What a steel brew, yeah. There's nothing. There's nothing. Sony confirms Rise of the Ronin will not launch in South Korea. No official reason has been given, but speculation surrounds director's comments about divisive historical figure. There it is. Yeah, Razors, yeah, that's when they started being like, you know, changing owners and stuff all the time. Probably pretty much still kind of going for like some small games there and stuff. Yeah, Sony confirmed Team Ninja's upcoming game will not be released in South Korea. Was never officially announced for release in Korea, and we can confirm that the title is not going to be sold or published in South Korea in any form. Damn, son. So that was Games Director comments Fumihiko Yasuda regarding 19th century scholar Shoin Yoshida. Yoshida taught many of the leaders of the major restoration, which brought imperial rule back to Japan, and was a key figure in an 1873 debate as to whether Japan should conquer Korea. This was decided against at the time. Japan later took control of Korea in 1910 and occupied it for 35 years. As such, Yoshida is a controversial figure in Korea, and his inclusion in Rise of the Ronin has sparked criticism. A behind-the-scenes video promoting Rise of the Ronin, Yasuda compared Yoshida to ancient Greek philosopher Socrates, saying, "I wanted to depict his teachings and his life from the moment I started working on Rise of the Ronin. He wasn't just a philosopher, he insisted on the importance of taking action." No, there it is. More political stuff in the history, dude. Why? Well, I guess, yeah, like, if he wouldn't be doing those statements, that would be fine, maybe. Just another debatable character in the game. But after such statements, that already goes a little further than that. Toys for Bob closes physical studio location. Microsoft's latest layoffs also affected developer Sledgehammer Games. 86 redundancies. The studio behind Spyro Reignited Trilogy also saw its physical office close. Toys for Bob most recently released Crash Bandicoot 4 and Crash Team Battle, and also develops Call of Duty Warzone content updates. How was in the end actually Crash Team Battle? I just realized that it happened already. Did it actually, you know, work? What happened with that? I haven't heard about it whatsoever. I remember like before release we were talking about it, and then it just kind of like, I completely forgot about it. Microsoft job cuts reportedly affected 86 staffers at Sledgehammer Games as well. San Francisco Chronicle says that the Call of Duty maker's physical office has been closed as its staffers relocate. Not on Steam, so I'm just gonna assume it's dead on arrival, I see. Wait, where it was that? On Epic or something? The fuck? Really? Really now? Oh, Battle.net stuff. Oh yeah, true actually, I guess. Threshold Games shuts down. The studio cites extenuating circumstances for closure. Yeah, that was the one, yeah. 12-person team included industry veterans from Riot Games, Sucker Punch, and Warner Brothers Games. So some of those studios who decided to escape from the big corpa now are also folding already. So the industry is going into some interesting places there. Oh yeah, let me see. Where was when was it rather? 28th of March, Godsworn will be out there, right? Early access release date announcement. Let's see. More info. Demo we saw. Demo was nice. Alright, just wanted to see like what's gonna be there, you know. Like what are we getting? Full roster of heroes and maps will be available in early access release. Heroes and maps. So I kind of from this I deduct that there is no campaign. Available heroes. A handful of new older maps playable, including co-op wave defense challenge map. So yeah, that doesn't full roster and the maps of heroes and maps. So it doesn't say anything about campaign. Well, no campaign. I must skip. No campaign, I must skip until campaign will be there. It was a really nice demo though. It was a really nice demo. The price doesn't seem like it. It's maybe in trailer, of course. And it's just the date there. Man, some nice like campaign with all the heroes and everything. Oof, man, that would be so good, huh? Nah, doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. Hey, Gastamaniello. Will the Warcraft at home? Well, Warcraft at home, maybe, somewhat. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Twitch viewership grows by 6% in January. The month hit the most daily hours watched since September 2023 as Palworld is one of its most viewed games. Damn, son. Twitch is going places. Yeah, GTA 5, League of Legends, Tarkov, farming them drops. Fortnite, Palworld, Valorant, CSGO, Minecraft, Dota. Promising to see Twitch achieving a new peak with 5 consecutive months of growth in daily hours watched. However, it is too soon to know if the broader gaming audience is finally embracing the platform, as January always attracts more viewers than December. Yeah, we'll see like the spring now. The spring and summer. That's the interesting times. That's the interesting times. Doing good, Gastamania, doing good. How are you, man? French Ubisoft workers on strike over salary. Update: almost 700 workers joined the picket line following failed annual negotiations on wages. Damn, son. That would be not a European company. They already probably would be just, you know, laid off or something instead. And they even can try to protest for higher salaries nowadays. Insane. 700 Ubisoft workers. A union called for a strike to take place on Wednesday across the French cities Paris, Montpellier, Annecy, Lyon, and Bordeaux. Insane. Organizing them strikes there. Oh, I see, Gustavani, I see. You old man, yeah. Happens. A Ubisoft Paris worker explaining a strategy chosen by management aims at saving 200 million euro over next 2 years among production costs. We are contesting this strategy. The union also pointed the financial report, during which CEO Yves Guillemot said results were well above expectations. Company's most recent report, Guillemot talked a positive momentum as revenue was down 4.1 year-on-year and net bookings up 1.6. Negotiations hitting a wall, eh? Yeah, game development studio, right way to make money is to make video games in the best possible conditions so they can be of the right quality. And it is not by skimping on the workers who build them or by saving on the tools they use that you're going to make money in a capitalist context. Workers want to be proud of what they ship, and overall, it's not by struggling to pay your rent or by working in poor conditions that you can work properly. True. Damn, son, maybe they will even get it. Maybe they will even get them wages. PlayStation generates $9.6 billion in holiday quarter, but expects hardware decline in 2024. Sony President Hiroki Totoki says no major franchise launches for PS5 until April 2025. Damn, son. Spoiling already. Nothing to wait for in 2024. Sales 63.3 billion, operating income 6.5 billion. Games and network services 21.2 billion and operating income 1.2 billion. CCUSA 8.2 million PlayStation 5 units in the 3 months ending December 31st. The all-important holiday quarter, which was an improvement on the 7.1 million units from the same quarter in the previous year. That's a lot of consoles, man. Sony's quarter 3, 89.7 million full games were sold, in which 16.2 million were first-party titles. Total is higher than 86.5 million games sold in the same quarter last year, but first-party sales are down from 20.8 million. Yeah, new entries from established IP only after April 2025. Aim to continue to focus on producing high-quality productions and producing live service games. But while major projects are currently under development, we do not plan to release any new major existing franchise titles next fiscal year like God of War Ragnarok and Marvel Spider-Man 2. This, combined with PlayStation 5 entering the latter half of the console cycle, has led Sony to forecast a decline in hardware sales during the next fiscal year. Yes, USA. Nothing, Sok. Seems like nothing. Hey, Bad Noob, hello. How we doing? Doing good, man. Doing good, thank you. Platform lowered the forecast for the current financial year, now expecting game and network services sales of 27.5 billion, 6% down from the previous guidance. So yeah, nothing really. Nothing really. The acquisition release here, I see. Nice, Bad Noob, nice. D&Ding feels good. Feels good. Studios they acquired haven't released a single game yet, I say. But yeah, he's still, you know, focus producing live service games. So they still have that focus there, sadly. Sadly. A live service galore continues. Blackbird Interactive cuts staff again. Homeworld 3 Studio has second round of layoffs in 6 months. Sorry. Game is closing to release. Time to start throwing people away. You did your job. Time to get laid off. Thank you, thank you. I hit the level 11 there. Nice, nice. Dungeoning and Dragoning. Feels good. Due to economic pressures outside of our control, we had to take an unfortunate step of separating from some friends. Part of a realignment plan that is necessary because of a new project that were shelved by some of our partners. Looked at multiple ways of avoiding this, and regretfully other options weren't viable. Because the affected team members are our BBI family, we want to help position them well for the next stage of their careers. Offering a suite of extended benefits and severance to help ease this transition. Layoffs will cut the release schedule? Well, I mean, the cancellations of projects will cut in the release schedules, though. There was a lot of shit cancelled, actually. Oh, the Banishers? Yeah, I haven't played that one, but yeah, apparently it's kind of nice. Apparently it's kind of nice. Apparently it's pretty good, huh? Yeah, so Homeworld 3. Homeworld 3 demo was nice. That was actually quite impressive. Very complicated, like, controls and stuff, obviously, considering the nature of the game. But totally controls way better than, like, the older games. Like, when you get used to it, that probably will be nice. Problem is truly that there's just too many games. The problem is more like that they still try to make all those huge fucking games and live services. That's one of the main problems, I feel. Like, there's literally just not enough time. Like, you just can't. It's impossible. Like, I'm right now, like, Skull and Bones, Raven Dawn, and, like, trying the playthroughs, right? Like, Ultras I'm doing, and I still need to return to Might and Magic and, Graven. And, like, I can't do it all. Like, ESO already kind of got on the sidelines for now. Just, like, visiting there to level the horse in pretty much and get the daily login reward. Like, Raven Dawn and Skull and Bones alone is already, like, few hours a day easily, just, like, pee poof. And I'm kind of, you know, I just play stuff full time, basically, right? And off stream also. So, like, the average person who, you know, 9 to 5, and then also, you know, need to go, like, get some groceries done, you know, cook some food. Not to mention, like, you know, spend time with, like, family or something. Like, dude, you just, like, couple live services and you loaded. You don't have time anymore. Even, like, one live service or MMO might be enough. Yes, Dave, exactly. Ain't nobody got time for that, exactly. Yeah, the market gets saturated for sure. Like, anything high budget in general. Like, the thing is, like, there is, like, live service, right? Competing with each other, basically, for the time. But also the problem is, like, there is live service who is that are already, like, for a while on the market, and you can basically get in dirt cheap, right, on sales. Some live service is free completely, right, so you can just get in for free. And then someone is trying to roll out some sort of, like, single player, but it's still, you know, like, $70 or something. And you already gonna be like, you know, do I really want to spend that much money? Not sure. Yeah, it's accessible to everyone. It's not even, like, accessible to everyone. It's more like it needs to be, like, appealing to everyone, even not just accessible, but appealing to everyone. Need to get, like, you know, the super safe stuff to get as wide as possible audience, and to make it as smooth as possible for them to kind of get into it and everything. Yeah, it's like everyone is trying to reach as much audience as possible. Everyone is trying to milk that audience as long and as much as possible. But, like, there is only that much audience. There is only that much money that audience has, right? And there is a lot of games. And with, like, yeah, like, live service, like, there is, like, too much, like, content to do, basically. So, like, the, like, smaller studios, smaller games kind of suffer from that, because, again, like, why would you go and, like, buy something when you have, like, a whole bunch of shit to play for free? Like, you don't need to spend anything nowadays, really. Like, you want to play some games, there's plenty of shit for you. Some of it gonna be kind of shit, right? But, like, there's still gonna be a lot of decent stuff. Like, you can get, like, you into ARPGs, like, every, like, 3 months or something, you're probably disappearing for, like, a month in Path of Exile, for example, right? Like, you into, like, the weeb shit, there's, like, Genshin for you, there is Honkai Star Rail, Honkai Impact, all those, like, and plenty of other ones, right? Also on top of that, want MMOs? paid ones. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, there you go. Free ones. Oh, bro, like a shitload of them of all kinds and tastes, you know. Like, you can find anything now, and pretty much, like, a lot of... And everything will have, like, pretty much, like, the free version, sorta, of some kind. Free MMOs, there you go. Free live services, there you go. Like, there is always stuff to play. And there's a lot of, like, live services, and, like, what, like, yeah, even, like, take, like, Deep Rock Galactic, for example, right? It's a really, really nice game. Not like, not Survivor, but, like, the main game, for example, right? Like, it's also, like, live service, technically, right? And, like, the price is probably already like, let's see, original. Yeah, $15 with no sale. So on sale probably goes already down to like 8 or something, right? And you can play this also like forever with your friends. Yeah, but no, yeah. I see, Sok, I see. Yeah, I mean, I do agree. I don't want games to fail. Like, never really. But I kind of do want the trend of all this, like, live service to kind of, like, get, like, reality checked. Like, I think Suicide Squad is basically good reality check. Like, it still got, like, good reviews and stuff. People still kind of liked it, but the audience they managed to get in is totally not enough. I hope Skull and Bones will be also the same. Like, I do have fun with it. I see some issues, but I still do have fun with it. But I do also hope it's gonna, like, you know, be, like, okay, but, like, underperform to the point that they kind of like not so they kill the game, but so like enough so the game moves on and lives on and people can still play and enjoy it, but also not enough for them to be like, oh, that worked good, we need to keep pumping that shit out. Silton, I see. Survived. Feels good, man. Need less games as a whole? I think that's not really a problem, though. Like, amount of games is not that big of a problem. It does become a little bit of a problem, like, in terms of discoverability for games, though, because there's just a lot of stuff on the market. But that on its own, I think, is not a problem. Like, amount of games. It's more the fact that, yeah, there is, like a lot of huge games, a lot of live services that just eat a lot of time. Like, there's just not enough time. Not enough time and kind of not enough money. Because some of the prices are ridiculous. Indie games are good though. Like, indie games have like mostly pretty good pricing. So they still can compete sorta on the market. But the problem is, yeah, they suffer with the situation of like, okay, it's kind of cheap and I can afford it, but should I? When I can like play, you know, another live service or something. Yeah, but no, that has been some time. That's been some time. You know, Helldivers 2 breaking all the expectations by a factor. And yeah, and the same with like Palworld, for example, right? Like, they have reasonable pricing. They don't have this like predatory shit that tries to milk you all the time. And yeah, there we go. People enjoy it and people like it. That's how some of the indie games are also like performing well and everything too. Because like, yeah, it's just like people kind of can see when they're trying to be, you know, like milked, and when they kind of like being approached with like the genuine, you know, passion for the video game making rather than money making, you know. Caribbean Legends, new and trending, yeah, exactly. The sad part is like some of the kind of like decent games that like some AA and everything that is not live service gonna be also suffering. Like Banishers, yeah, this kind of stuff. It's gonna be like good reviews and everything, but again, like, it's just like too much to play and not enough time for people. Especially when it's like really packed months and everything. And with those prices like $70 and everything, like, yeah, 40 at least, that's already like saving grace for the game. Imagine if it would be 70. Well, actually, this is regional price probably, so maybe it is actually 60 or something, right? And that's the regional one. Like, for the full price, and you need to compete with something that is like, yeah, some indie stuff, like Little Company, for example, right? With no sales even for dollars basically. And Pal World is also like without sales and still like 15, 16. Well, it's also regional price, regional price, right? So a little different story probably in other regions, but yeah, there is like so much like stuff that is cheaper, stuff that is free, stuff that is also like old and already on big discounts, and that's why it's cheap. That's also kind of part of the problem now that, you know, like prices are so high, a lot of people just kind of wait for sales now. So you can always also like compete not just with the games that are releasing, but also, you know, the games that will go on sale, for example. As you might know by saying. Full price should be 70 or 7. I think for 7, I think you should be go higher than 7. I have a feeling. I do think that yours might be better than 7. Like, if you would put 7 there, I feel it would look kind of like sus. Kind of weird, huh? Should be a bit higher. I don't know, maybe 15 or something. I think with some like, you know, the release discount, for example. 50% sales still damn expensive. Yep, a lot of them still are. I agree. I agree. And then again, like all these increasing constantly prices, they also kind of like bump into those like live service games that are pretty much free or already super cheap and stuff. And like a lot of people probably like, why would I spend money and buy this stuff when I kind of enjoy like grinding this shit that I grind already for years, you know? Yeah, but no, that's true. That's true. Still gonna say. No, I think like 15, 20 bucks seems like reasonable. I would kind of even maybe like try to go higher, but that's already getting in kind of this like danger zone, you know? So not sure, not sure. Yo, damn, Steve feels bad, man. The underground time. Indies that jumped on the price raising train. Well, there is like a price raising might work for indie, but it should be like really good stuff, and it should also be like good marketed stuff, right? Then it should kind of look for the price. Yeah, there was one I remember, I forgot what game that was, when they said that like, you know, they decided to go for like 30 or something, and that actually really worked really well for them. But yeah, I think mostly probably not gonna. Still gonna see. Still run odds for it at a loss, damn son. Embracer restructuring nears a final stretch, but unlikely to reach a net debt target by March. Company reports all-time high Q3 sales, prepares potential divestments to reduce debt. Yeah, imagine having like the record sales and everything, but you're still gonna like lay off all the people and stuff and be in debt. Decent sales across the company despite declines in the PC console game segment, but the group still ended the year with a net debt of $1.5 billion. A restructuring program aimed to bring this down to 762 billion by the end of the fiscal year on March 31st, but CEO Lars Wingefors said the company is unlikely to reach this target. Yeah, but no, yeah. Yotan, yeah, not a huge fan, not a huge fan. To be honest, like when old game already raises the price, that pretty much kind of always like bad thing, in my opinion. Because like for me, for example, if I know that it was cheaper or something before, that will be that just makes it harder to buy it. So yeah, I do not think that's a good thing. Hey, Portable, hello. How we doing? The Borg Saudi deal, yeah. I really fucked the plans up indeed. You know, they sales for 1.2 billion. 9-month results, 3.2 billion sales. But the debt is still 1.5 billion. Passion for the shutdowns, yeah. What was the giga quote of his? I think it should be later. Future games portfolio will be more focused around established owned IPs and studios, which we are confident will generate better predictability as well as increased ROI and return on investment and profitability going forward. The tabletop games they also got fared well and mobile games grew. No, I can get his giga quote there. I think I had it also. Think I had it. Was somewhere. Oh yeah, this one. There it is. The Embracer now made 1,400 layoffs in bid to maximize shareholder value. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, where was it? Yes, part of the restructuring program, Embracer still has a few larger structured divestment processes ongoing that could strengthen our balance sheet and further reduce capex. Processes are in mature stages. Certain companies might initiate restructuring before any divestment is announced. Our overruling principle is to always maximize shareholder value in any given situation. There it is, dude. Oh, there it is. Final stretch of restructuring program, and that efforts continue to improve efficiency and cash generation. On the topic of employees losing their jobs, Wingeforce promised that any decisions were carried out with compassion, respect, and integrity towards those affected. Positive return on investment made across the board as the firm lays a strong foundation for what's next to come. Yeah, it's like imagine like the gaming studio, like, you know, maximizing the quality of games, you know, maximizing the excitement of gamers or something. Nope. It's profits, man. Shareholders. It's all about the share. Well, I mean, it is shareholder meeting, sorta, right? But still, like, dude. Come on, man. Don't be that blatant. Don't be that blatant with that. Alright, where was it? There it is. There it is. Remove the devs, hire more corpo, yeah. Sounds good, portable, sounds good. I'm doing good, man, doing good, huh? Larian quote, he responded that yesterday during the ISO. Nah, I haven't seen that. The non-sustainable growth, yeah, that's the second name in the industry nowadays, feels like. Sony seeking growth by bringing more first-party games to other platforms. President and CEO says it could help improve PlayStation's operating profit. There we go. More. Potential driver for growth is the first-party title generation, because in the past we wanted to popularize consoles, and the purpose of the first-party title was to make the hardware or the console popular, but there is a synergy to it. You have strong first-party content not only with our console but also other platforms like computers. We can help operating profit to improve. Do it. Do it. More multi-platform, please. Even with delays, I guess. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. Alan Wake 2 sells 1.3 million units. The long-awaited sequel is Remedy's fastest-selling game to date. Sold 50% more copies in 2 months than Control did in 4. And it's 1.3, yeah. And see, that's like somehow these guys like keep making that stuff. Like they're selling these like not super impressive numbers, and they still happy with that. And Control was even smaller. Like 1.3 in 2 months. Control did basically like what then? Like 850, 900 basically copies, 1,000 copies, less than a million in 4 months. And companies pumping, company doing content, company living. And I think Alan Wake was also a bit cheaper, right? Wasn't it not the full giga price? 60, 70, 80? I don't remember. Are they happy with it though? Well, I mean, they still work on everything, so I assume. They also mind you live in, you know, the company basically based in, like, not the cheapest country in the world too, with, like, you know, taxes and, like, unions and all that stuff. And they still keep going. 60 euro on PS5, yeah, that's cheaper than, like, current... Cheaper than Skull and Bones still. So, like, how, like, these guys manage to, like, get, you know, stuff that wins awards and still sustainably keeping creating the video games and that people like while they sell these numbers and while they sell them for those prices. They can somehow. Why, like, fucking, I don't know, Ubisoft or Electronic Arts or someone else can't. Epic saved them. Well, I mean, yeah, they did give and Control also had exclusivity and stuff for some time, right? But like, yeah, that, I mean, it's still they still manage it though. They're long tail also, like Control. I think later it was going places too, until it became also free on Epic, I guess. But like that's like their studio in general kind of like pumping like some good quality games that doesn't really maybe perform well. This is again the fastest selling game to date in general in their history. And they are around and alive for a while, so it is doable. It is doable. I'm not saying that everyone should do that. I'm just saying that, you know, like maybe you don't need prices that high and maybe you don't need to sell like, you know, dozens of millions to consider the game successful. And maybe you don't need some crazy budgets and stuff to develop in general. True, turn true. Gotta get all the departments loaded. 7 billion dollars in 20 days in a single region, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and how like the Honkai Star Rail crashed the payment system in China, I think, was it? So yeah, it can. That is also something. And the development for 10 years, yeah. True. Alan Wake was way faster. Well, I mean, it's also kind of like part of the thing. Like, it was developed for long. They want to return, you know, like money on stuff. But the truth is, like, whenever the product is out, no one gives a shit, like, how long it was developed, how many people were working on that, which achievements were achieved during development. People care about the price and the product. That's the main thing. Doesn't matter, like, if you, like, worked solo on it for, like, 20 years and that's, you know, that's the product. If it's a shit game, it's gonna be a shit game and it's gonna sell bad. So yeah, like kind of hoping that, you know, like we would just need to make the return the investments and that's why we're gonna like raise the prices and everything. Nah, you rather take the L, man, and try to play the long game. Long tail sales, you know, like keep delivering content and making those microtransactions and stuff. got back their money with for the dev costs with 1.3 million copies sold, and that's kind of like how business sort of like works normally, sustainable. They got back, in first couple of months, they got back the money, that they spent basically. And everything that goes after that couple of months, that is already kind of, extra. That is already profit. That is something that's going to be going into funding the next game and stuff. Not to mention they still have back catalog of other games. It's just that is a sustainable way of development, in my opinion. Like, you kind of like try to do reasonable budget, reasonable expectations, and then you just kind of like play the long game. You play the long game and you slowly, like churn out decent games, maybe on those small budgets and stuff. And you get that catalog that slowly, like that's gonna be feeding you still in the future. I think this actually for gaming industry is actually kind of sustainable because you don't overdo the budgets. You don't stretch too much, in terms of like depth and everything. You just kind of like sort of live from salary to salary while saving a little bit on that. But also, whatever you made, it's still there and it still feeds you. It looked extremely generic. Well, I mean, that's the problem. Like, whenever they showed it for the first times, it did look kind of like meh. Even though when we watched the first announcement, I was kind of like, yeah, if it wouldn't be expensive, I would play that. And I didn't change my mind. The game got better. I tried it. If it would be like 30-40 bucks, that would be like really good. For the current price, it's a bit too steep. Even though it's a good game, though, it's still fun. Like, I enjoy playing it. Has some other issues, which, like, I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of reviewers and everything who, like, do all those, like, who went on the shitting and everything, they probably didn't even get to that part of the end game. But, like, that part is a little, that's not the best decision, let's put it that way. Everything in the early game basically was good. Well, except, I guess, tutorial could be also, like, something, like, not the very best. Like, all this like little boat adventures kind of probably weren't really like super necessary in the game. Could just like skip that shit completely or something. So yeah, it's kind of like solid. It's solid. Like, in general, gaming industry is not really sustainable. But like, if you, I think, go with like smaller expectations, you don't have like some sort of crazy corpus structure and everything. Estimated the cost of Alan Wake to be around 70 million euro. And they sold 1.3 million copies. Yeah, they kind of pretty much like got it back, I guess. They pretty much kind of got it back. But also count, the fact that Epic got the money in and everything. So yeah. Yeah, there are talks that Ubisoft had like deals with the not just I think Singapore. I think it like was multiple governments that they actually like had like they needed basically. But they had some contracts and stuff, so they needed to release the game. Yeah, Parina, yeah. Like they did improve it and everything a lot, but it still feels like kind of like undercooked a little. Unironically, after all those years of development. Well, not undercooked in terms of like it's like lacking content and stuff. It's just like some decisions I said like why making this end game into this courier logistics game. Like, that's dumb, dude. Your game is about like all those like epic like fucking sea fights and stuff. Why are you like locking people into just like sailing around collecting shit? That's dumb. That's just like the management system itself is this like kind of like extra mechanic. It's kind of cool. Like, that I actually kind of like. Like, if it would be just like this management layer, where would you be just like upgrading stuff, investing, taking stuff from there, but just like with the click of your mouse without like going somewhere. Maybe do like one run a day or something with no fast travel. I actually would like it because, I mean, game is about sailing. Why would you be like fast traveling everywhere, right? Just like do some like long one run to like cash out everything, for example, from whatever you are acquiring by mouse clicking all day. That would be fine. But like doing manually it every time is just like, why? And just content from now on, yeah. It's gonna be. Yeah, just currently I just don't get it. Like I guess they just want to like drip the content slowly to not get people to like, you know, speed run it and burn out on it. Because there's like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be way more ships available, for example, right? Because like there's literally like no level 5 healer ship right now. So like it's clearly missing there. So like I just kind of don't understand a little. Well, at the same time, for the first season, they also like new world boss, for example, the monster, right? And for the very first season, the season that most of the people will see, right? Because people still will be like watching some streams, people still will be playing who got the game, right? Not quitting yet. And the first like sea monster you get is the reskin of the current sea monster. Like, bro, could you at least like keep that for like season like 3 or something? Get like some Giga Kraken or something right now. To get people more excited. Now we're just gonna like put some like the most, you know, like Pipiega decisions in the first season. That's kind of the same as Diablo, man. Like season 1 was like trash, dude. And like we quit season 1. Well, like 2 of us at least quit. One of our friends grinds Diablo no matter what. Season 2 was good though. Great. Yeah, but Nubia, that's probably the same stuff there too. Season haven't even started, people losing hope. Yeah, that's also kind of part of the, like, I don't understand why they stagger the seasons that much. That was also the problem with Diablo. Like, literally, like, we just, like, grinded on release for no reason, absolutely, because, like, well, I mean, like, you're gonna wait for season for, like, a month or 2, or how much was it? I don't remember. We want to play now. We bought the game, right? So we, like, played it, got the max level and everything, and when first season came out, it was kind of, like, very mid, very shit season, and we already kind of grinded before the season already, so like it was just like, well, fuck, whatever, just like level 80 and we out. Next season already was good, but like, why staggering it that much? Here at least it's just a week basically, well, 10 days I guess, right? But still, like, why? Just make it like early access 3 days they had, right? Like for the Giga editions, then like 3 days more maybe after the full release. And like, there you go, there's the season. So people who just bought the game, for example, could kind of like catch up. Because there's not that much to catch up, really. You get the Kingpin like in no time. Like I played open beta, for example, and got there. But like my friend, with his friend, they played duo since the early... Well, actually they played the beta too, I guess, yeah. Like they got the Kingpin like also like faster than me even, I think. The Lord of Despair, yeah. See, just like by the time season is out, people already kind of like done with the game, sorta. Like especially like I'm not even like grinding much, right? It's 50 hours basically since the early release, which was like what, Monday, right? But I got the game, I think, started playing it again on Tuesday. Plus the open beta also. So like, I didn't really like play that much, I would say even. So like 50 hours. In start and open beta probably like 20 hours and 70 hours, let's say, right? And the Giga grinders and everything who also played an open beta, for example, they already probably like they already like have everything, and they already probably like done with it completely. Because even if I already got like to that stage of the game, then I'm pretty sure that like, you know, like MLG grinders already way further. So yeah, I'm not, and there is still like a week awaiting. Like people in the week already got like really far. Didn't even do open beta that much as see. I mean, it's still fine though. Like it depends on the personal preference. Like I'm still enjoying it, even though like this part of endgame might actually kind of like burn me out. I can feel that sorta. If you will just need to like it's not something like on stream, for example, I would probably not do that, right? Like just like hopping on the ship, and you just kind of like sit and sail somewhere, collecting all this shit on the dots. That's just kind of to start the stream in the morning. Maybe is kind of fine, like for an hour, like sipping on the tea and just chatting. That's kind of all right, I guess. But that's totally not the content you would be like doing and be excited to do on stream or something. So yeah, it already kind of like goes a little bit PPG that way. But that, I mean, in general, nice though. Like, I just don't understand. Like, in my opinion, they should just go all out on all like this, like gigafights, sea monsters, super ships and everything that you need to defeat, like super convoys, get all those like rewards that you basically kind of like need to do through this like end game mechanic thing, get through that currency that you farm, right? Just get those rewards to drop from those places, and that would be nice. Like I enjoyed farming fucking Ghost Ship. Like you go there, you kill, and you kind of like, oh, will I get something? Boom! Like you got like one piece of cosmetic for the set. It feels fucking good, man. You like put that piece of cosmetic on, you enjoy it, nice. You get like all set, you put it all on, and you feel like, damn, that's good. I got that stuff. Like, cross it out. Now we go do other stuff. Feels good. And this is just like, okay, I need to buy this. So I'm just gonna go farm all those like coins, and you need to reinvest that coins too. Like that's also kind of like debatable, I think, from this point of like game design, that because you like farm those coins from those manufactories, but you also need to reinvest those coins to upgrade those manufactories to get even more coins later. So you basically like get that resource, and you see the loot, the cannons, the skins you can buy with that resource. But you kind of like can't really spend it there because you rather reinvest it back in the manufactories to get more resource later. So you just basically kind of like delaying this gratification of getting that skin or that cannon, just because you kind of like, man, like if I do it, invest it now, I'm gonna get more, so I will be able. So like at the end of the season, you probably like sitting on a pile of those coins after all this grind, and you're like, oh, now I can buy it all. And you buy it all, and then you uninstall and quit the game. Like I've been there already in other games before, when you like grind for something like crazy, and then you get it, and then you just like, fuck that shit, I'm done. That's how I quit World of Tanks back in the day, when they were giving like some level 8 like premium tank for doing some challenges. I was grinding, I was molding and stuff. You have like some bad like day when like games just don't go your way. You just don't want to play. Like usually when I start tilting, I just like quit the game and forget about it for the day. Like enough. But here you need like per day, like you need like 5 victories per day, and you go and it's just like loss after loss after loss, and you just like already molding, you seeding, dude. And you need still to do this shit because you want to get the reward, and you need to do it like 30 days in a row basically with no breaks. And you just kind of like, after that I got that tank, and I never even like used that tank. I just instantly right after just uninstalled and never returned. Not really gamer's favorite thing, yeah. Yeah, it should be paced in a good way. Like if you would be getting that currency and still like investing it, but you would be getting that currency from killing bosses, for example, or something, right? And then you invest in the upgrade that will increase like the drop from the boss, but the boss also has a chance to drop something directly, like it is right now. You can just like save like 50 those like thingies from the ghost ship and get this flamethrower blueprint and then craft the blueprint, right? That would take a while. But you also can get lucky and get the blueprint, that flamethrower to drop you directly without blueprints crafted already, which happened to me, for example, right? So you might be saving for that, which feels bad, but you also have a chance to get it any moment, and that feels better, especially when you actually get it. Let's see, Ulta, let's see. Brutal with their free to play. Oh, they going only worse. Like since I played, like my friend constantly like watches like some streamers playing it, and sometimes returns himself. And every time he uninstalls, like in a few days, maybe in a month longest, he uninstalls. And every time he says it's even worse now with pay to win and everything. So I'm kind of like not even planning to. I did really like it back in the day though. Like unironically, it was fun game. Yeah, I was kind of decent at that game too. That was probably like last game when I was still kind of, decent at, I guess. Something I kind of mained and something I kind of played a lot and was okay at that. Yep, array and something like that. True, true. Like there should be some combined system. Like management, I kind of do like the idea. Like it's same as like some RPGs have that like like Owlcat games have their RPGs constantly with some like kingdom management, this kind of stuff. Some people dislike it. Here I think it would be kind of cool if it would like I like the concept, right? That you have this like smuggling empire and everything. That's kind of cool. I like it. They could also have this like like sailing around as a boost. Like you can do, for example, like one visit to your manufactory like per some time per day, let's say, or something. That will boost the production. It's still, considering it's 76 manufacturers, it still might push people to min-max, and they still gonna try to go to all 76, and then they burn out and quit. Not sure, Madnub, actually, not sure. That one, not sure. Just do cargo. Yeah, in some games that feels good though. Like sailing, in space and stuff, just doing cargo and stuff, it does feel good in some games. And it maybe would actually be kind of nice in Skull and Bones, but like in smaller amounts, because like they went all out on like like this like a bunch of events and stuff, a bunch of cool things happening in the sea, and the combat is nice. And instead, you actually get like locked into this delivery system, Fiesta. Not to mention also those rogue ships spawning that don't have any loot and sometimes can just like four-shot you basically. Yeah, all done, yeah. The music and cool places to walk travel through. You need also like some sort of like, I don't know, like something should be there. You need to kind of like try to like, extract that, I guess, like in like Euro Truck Sim and everything, for example. Because like I could see myself like the space tracker demo, for example, right? Or like I could see myself just like I played EVE Online for a little bit, right? Like I could just like go to some like asteroid, mine that shit, deliver that shit, sell that shit, and that felt good. Here, like for example, I imagined myself just like sailing, all those places. It doesn't feel that. Probably because you know that there is also like all this like there is this like boss right now there that you could kill and maybe get some cool drop from it, and instead you're here delivering this shit. Maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Actually, like the cargo runs would also feel kind of good if you would be also like buying and selling some goods on the side. Like if you could multitask sorta. You like buy and sell some stuff on the side to make some silver profit and everything too. Maybe some other activities that you kind of like do while traveling, for example. Like some goals you reach while traveling and some maybe activities while traveling too. That would be kind of cool. That maybe could work. Because I mean, the game is about like, sailing, piracy and everything. Like, why not? Or again, just put like all those like convoys, some events right on the ways where people usually gonna be like traveling. I don't think so, Tan, actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like just move all these like manufactories and the routes the way that they kind of, intersect with activities that are fun and cool. And so it's kind of like motivating you. Well, dude, do it while you're here. That would be nice. Okay, the tangent. Zao reportedly preparing to lay off devs. An alleged expansion to Disco Elysium is also said to have been cancelled. Thing is, not even said here. Because the original devs and creators of Disco Elysium already got kicked from their own company by corporate dudes, so this company has nothing really to do with Disco Elysium. It's outside of like the name pretty much, and which who does that expansion, and I think original devs have nothing to do with it, so it's literally just kind of like milking the name pretty much. So, well, I mean, sucks for the devs though, sucks for the devs, but like the company I have like no pity for. No guilds or clans there. Alright, let's see. canceling project codenamed X7. There's a lot of redundancies there. X7 was a Disco Elysium expansion, 1 or 2 years away from completion. Let's see. Yeah, like if there would be some like team events and stuff, that would be nice. Like I think if PvP would be team based, that would be way better. Because that would kind of like, you know, like balance out the fact that, you know, just like you can like sign in for event and then there's like 3 friends just like signing in too and just like fucking gangbanging you. Like if you make it team based already, then at least you're gonna have someone also on your side, right? And if you make it like the team size higher than the group size, then it makes it a little more balanced, because like even if it's a full pre-made playing there, they still can get like a couple of complete PPGs on their team, right? And you can still kind of have a chance. That would be way better. They needed to opt in for some sort of like other faction stuff. Like maybe actually, you know, some sort of faction system that you can join. Because right now everyone is kind of for themselves and everyone is also part of the smuggling ring and stuff. But yeah, maybe some sort of like faction stuff could be nice. And there he is again with more Giga quotes. Embracer CEO says layoffs are something that everyone needs to get through. Damn son. Lars Wingefors also addressed the company's contribution to overinvestment that led to this situation. Alright. More or less all companies are going through restructuring program. Less investment made from the industry into content. I think the underlying consumer market is solid and is still growing, but that underlying changes, there's a lot of underlying changes made to the industry, and that obviously affects all of us. Looking at 8% reduction in force at Embracer, there is obviously, I don't know the number for the whole industry, but I think it's something that everyone needs to go through. I mean, as I said, it's more driven by the overinvestment in the previous years, because everyone just put all capital into gaming, and perhaps a bit too much capital in a few instances. Since restructuring program began in June, a group has laid off more than 1,400 people. Asked about company contribution to the industry-wide situation, as the company went on the acquisition spree in 2020 and 2021. That was a thing, yeah. That was indeed a thing, eh? Embrace's number of projects in development dropped by 20-25% following the restructure. Looking back, that was clearly contributing to the industry's overinvestment. I think you follow a very clear strategy on boarding great entrepreneurs and backing their business plans. Dude, like, even like towards like the other developers basically that they acquire, it doesn't say like, you know, we are onboarding great, you know, like creators, great developers. And backing their, you know, like game ideas. No, it's like when boarding great entrepreneurs and baking their business plans. Like, dude, this is like the gigacorp shit there. The megacorp stuff. Yes, some faction joining could be kinda interesting. Maybe they will, we'll see. Yeah, it's all the suits there, man. Higher threshold when it comes to companies' investments. Taking business risks, expanding. Bringing all-time high net sales in the middle of restructuring program is an achievement Embracer should be proud of. Damn son. Adapting to new reality. Embracer model being adjusted and improved, long-term vision is still unchanged. Challenging times are also learning times that will strengthen us into future. Confident that the decisions we make today set the foundation for the coming decade. Damn, son. The Gigacorp, dude, holy shit, insane. Full on Corp mode, eh? Payday 3 returns Starbreeze to profitability despite significantly lower than expected sales. Can make a profit. No, they actually did. They actually did make a profit. The problem is even with the profit, they still deep in debt though. That's the thing. That's the thing. CEO Tobias Sjogren remains optimistic about turnaround as game's development team focuses on improvements. So even the dumpster fire that was Payday 3 unreleased still managed to get them some profits there. The net profit? No, I think they in general were profitable though. I think in general they got it though. Over the year, it's just that they were so deep in debt that that was not enough to get them out of it. I mean, this 1.5 billion debt, dude. Like, to get out of that shit, you would need to work really hard. You will need to make a lot to get out of there. So I think they do be making profit, but yeah, they're not making huge dents yet in that debt though. Wait, Swedish crown I'm tanking there. Oh, you see here? The conversion. Yeah, I see good somebody. I see, yeah. Yeah, that is also true. That is also true. Maybe that could be the loss before taxes. 8.8 million compared. That was like the loss, I guess, the previous quarter though. So over the full year, they actually got the profit though there. So that's good, huh? But yeah, Payday 3 was quite something though. Survived from pretty much going full bankrupt. Managed. Bandai Namco's quarter 3 revenue rose 3.9% to $5 billion. Publisher attributed a drop in profits to comparison with Elden Ring launch, confirmed the 5 titles have been cancelled. The Elden Ring DLC cancelled. Monkes. Not having a title matched the copies sold by Elden Ring last year, despite popularity surrounding new releases like Armored Core 6 and Taken 8, both of which sold more than 2 million copies since launch. Taken already farming 2 then. In addition to valuation losses related to new online game titles and other titles introduced this fiscal year, we recorded a loss on disposal due to a review of title organization with a view to the next midterm plan. Game Firm said it planned to strengthen its title portfolio and follow stricter quality control during development. Yeah, actually ripped the Elden Ring IP there, huh? Damn, that's some big L right there. Rome actually owning some APs now. Well, I mean, some more. I assume Sekiro is Activision though. I guess still. True. Yeah, the PC Bloodborne port will be actually huge, man. That unironically will be printing money, dude. Not like maybe super crazy, but gonna be quite something. The Kadakawa owns FromSoft. Well, FromSoft owns it, I guess. And just like Kadakawa technically owns it through From Software. But I assume From Software owns it though. So like if Kadakawa, for example, sells them, I guess it should still stay with From, I assume. Nintendo partners testing Switch 2 backwards compatibility, a report claims. We'll see. Nintendo's partners testing backwards compatibility on Switch 2 now. Topic came up following the publishing of a rumor talking about digital and physical backwards compatibility on the next Switch console. What isn't known is the extent any such enhancements may provide. Not yet known whether running a Switch game on the Switch 2 will offer any technical or graphic upgrades. I mean, technically, considering the Switch games on PC through emulators actually do run better, I assume it should be providing a little bit of an upgrade. Like all they need for like Switch 2 is just like, you know, get the Steam Deck, maybe beef it up a little, and yeah, launch the emulator there. Done. That will handle the Switch backwards compatibility then. Yeah, they own the company, but I don't think they can do stuff with the IP without From's agreement. I kind of doubt it. But yeah, I guess depends on the contract, yeah. Pricey compared to the Switch, that is true though. Yeah, that is true. I do have a feeling, let me see the thing, rumors about this too coming, yeah. Microsoft a Surface team is developing a next Xbox device, it's claimed. That again is like, you know, rumors and rumors, but that would actually be kinda, that would kinda make sense. I think more companies will go into the portable mode, I have a feeling. And for Microsoft, I feel it might be actually smart. Because, like, with full-blown consoles, they can't really compete with Sony. But with kind of having the portable console, they can take their own niche. Like, you have Game Pass, right? Which is already great value. You can have it kind of like, you know, compatible with like the PC stuff in general. And yeah, you can just like have it on a decent price. Even in the Steam Deck range, for example. And yeah, that already will be really good. Because like Switch is still like portable, but they are kind of like in their own, you know, territory there. And here on PC, there's basically only Steam Deck. Well, and like a bunch of like different like rip-offs, you know, of Steam Decks technically. So like making some proper, you know, handheld device that they could probably do with Game Pass and everything, that would be huge. Because on Steam Deck to launch Game Pass, you need to go through like a bunch of hoops and everything, a bunch of changes and stuff. Like your average Joe probably not going to be bothering with that. And with their own console, maybe with like, you know, the full set of features, like, you know, the dock mode and everything, for example. That would be kind of good. That actually, if it would be like also doing, you know, like your regular, like kind of like Steam Deck features plus, you know, Game Pass and stuff and decent price and decent hardware, that actually could be something I would even consider maybe getting. If I would have some money to spare or something, that could be kind of decent. Helldivers 2 blowing through estimates with 1 million sales. There it is. Game developers stated sales were around 1 million, referencing that the game has already blown through estimates. And just 3 days on the market that was, so it's probably already way better now. Took a moment out to admirably defend Sony when one user claimed that the firm is a greedy corporation that just wants to see 10 million sales from Arrowhead. Friends at PlayStation are gamers like you and me, we all just want great games on the market. Concurrent users 220,000 across PlayStation 5 and PC. Pretty good. Sony did not know this would blow up like this. Yep, didn't expect that. I mean, seeing it, I was kind of like, that looks fun, but yeah, I didn't expect it to be that thing, though. And Sony already had, like, a lot of, like, similar projects, really, in their history. In PlayStation 3, I remember there was also, like, similar game I played back in the day. And they weren't really, like, super crazy stellar. So I guess they did not expect that. Dead Cell's designer reportedly criticizes a move to end updates. Original Dead Cells designer Sebastian Bernard reportedly criticized the decision to end updates in the game's official Discord server. Developer and publisher Motion Twin announced last week that Update 35 will be the final creative update. Motion Twin's announcement elaborated that it's crucial not to overextend and risk diminishing the unique charm. They emphasized the need to remain creatively fresh. However, Bernard had strong words against Motion Twin. He called the Motion Twin's decision the worst imaginable asshole move, and their official statement total marketing bullshit. Damn, son. To refer to the actual situation behind the scenes, implying there could be more to Dead Cells ending than believed. Possible that Motion Twin could be looking to cut back on spending, but that's only speculation. It's certainly been plenty of recent layoffs in the industry. I'm kind of not sure exactly what the guy is molding about, though. I guess he's probably kind of like pissed that they could like make some more monies in current, you know, economical situation, and they just kind of stopping it now. Kind of hard to say. Because like, well, I'm also not sure about like the creative stuff, because Motion Twin on their own, there was like what, 7 or 8 people, right? The cooperative of developers. And they already moved on from Dead Cells long ago. They're making that like that Fury game. That also looks kind of interesting. And the Dead Cells already is in the works by the side studio. That one was making all the DLCs, all the updates. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's just that Motion Twin actually is cutting ties with that team that was making updates for Dead Cells. And now they're just going, you know, take Dead Cells back to themselves and just move on to the next game. Maybe that's why. That's why he said, like, people don't know what's behind the scenes and marketing bullshit. My guess. I don't know, maybe not. It's okay for game to end, yeah. But I guess the guy is just kind of pissed, maybe because, you know, they could, like, in these times, they could still kind of keep going with it. And still make money. Helldivers 2 developer says that studios have to earn the rights to monetize. Yeah, then the players appreciate and the game is not a pay-to-win experience. Everything can be unlocked in a game, can be done in-game without spending any money. Post on Twitter, Arrowhead CEO Jonah Pilestead said that his belief wasn't to just monetize everything you can unlock in the game. You have to earn the right to monetize, and people want to support this title, they have an option, but we are never forcing anyone to do so. That's quite the beast. Impartial, but we really applied ourselves to not make it pay to win, even though items are functionally different. The only item that is pay to win is the revolver, which will win you any cool gun competition. Only minor problem is that it's not that good. There it is. I hope there'll be like more message through that stuff sent, you know. Not like, you know, well, we need to make another co-op shooter killing aliens or something. That will do good. No, the message is you need to make something, you know, priced well with content, then there is not like preying on the users in terms of monetization. Then people will like you. Let's see, Sigurd, let's see. Man, this is like the state of journalism, dude. Yeah, that's the thing, so that's exactly how they will take that message. They will see the game succeeded and they will be like, alright, we need more of those co-op shooters with aliens or with something else, and like, let's go. Sell them for 70, put a lot of microtransactions in, and that's not gonna work, because like that's exactly the reason why this game actually stands out. Might be, Steve, might be. Starfield fans hungry for more as player count drops by 97% on Steam. Dude, like, this is the state of the gaming journalism now. You just go on Reddit to find something PPG to make news about, or you just like sit on SteamDB, get some like, you know, like popular, controversial, you know, like names of the games and just see how many people are playing. Oh shit, it's dropping. There we go. There we go, man. 97% less people playing single player, full release, you know, story-based game. What a surprise, man. Yeah, what a surprise, dude. There's the promised updates. The Starfield would arrive once every 6 weeks or so. All we've seen so far are bug fixes and some tweaks to how the game runs and how it can be customized. Yeah, 30-day average for Starfield sits at 7,981 at the time of writing. Fallout 4 has 30-day average of 15,000, Skyrim average of 20,000. Which is obvious because people playing fucking mods do it. No Man's Sky 4,500. Oh, see, it's less than No Man's Sky has less, so you know, good enough already. Like, why are you comparing it that way, even? Like, let's see. Let's see. What was also around the same time? Let's see. Oh, like, let's see, like this, like, look at that game, man. Only 3,000 people playing. That game. Damn, even more dead game. Look, from 40,000 to 1,000, bruh. Complete. It's like even more than 97% drop. Holy shit, dude. Completely dead. Absolutely, absolutely dead, man. And what a twist. Starfield social channels are seeing a slow decline in followers. Damn. Probably some bots getting deleted, I assume. But yeah, that was supposed to be like first quarter, was it? The DLC, or when did they... What they promise? That's when the mod support actually should arrive, eh? You know, from all-time viewer count of 500,000, Starfield dropped 7-day average of just 135. Dude, at least people still play and stream that stuff, yo. Like, what are these news, dude? Holy shit, man. Might and Magic suddenly became, you know, a huge hit because it went from like 0 to, you know, like 50 viewers. Holy shit. It's an endless growth, basically, you know. Just because I launched my stream. Of the update and later deals. Could be, could be. Don't see modders going for this game. Well, I mean, they already did even without modding tools. Huh? So, I do think they will. I do think they will. It is still a free niche. It depends how the mod tools will work, though. Like, if they're not gonna try to pull some, like, you know, Creation Club Fiesta level, which they probably will try. And the mod tools will be same old and good, then people probably will. Because, like, on their established games, there is already, you know, not that much space for competition. And modding also, nowadays, not just, you know, the passion thing. Modding is now a business. You get all the Patreons and everything from that. So you can try to farm. Like, some Giga Coomer mode, for example. I could see that easily. That shit works everywhere. And I mean, the engine is a little more advanced than other Bethesda games, right? So they just need to take some, like older Coomer mods. Just, like, you know, get the uplifting in terms of, like, quality of models and stuff. There you go. Cooming in space already. The 6th dungeon space station with no gravity and stuff. That's the thing, Razors, though. That's why they didn't change engines or anything. That means that the modding tools most likely will still be the same, pretty much. Like I would assume, if they are smart enough, and why they didn't change the engine, right, is that they're gonna be very, very high compatibility between tools, between models, assets, all that stuff. Give everyone horse cocks, yeah. Yeah, like right now, people like might kind of try to stay away in terms of modding it just because of the rep. Like Starfield right now is one of those games when you do something good or say something good, you're gonna farm clowns on Steam reviews, you know? But if it's not Steam reviews, then you're gonna farm clowns, you know, IRL or something, I don't know, on YouTube or on Twitter or something like that. So they're just gonna like wait until it kind of blows over, you know, people calm down. Maybe like Bethesda manages to get some like okay DLC through even, maybe. And then people will start because it's a huge and good framework. I do know a lot of like space games with like space travel and everything, with like open, you know, that are open to modding to that extent. Because I'm pretty sure you will be able probably to mod that shit into Oblivion. Literally into Oblivion if you really want. Oblivion in space, you know. So it's just a good framework. That's why still so many people playing and modding, you know, Skyrim and Fallout 4 and everything, because their games are basically just like great to mod that shit. Like I saw some like videos of like Skyrim mods compilations my friend was sending me. I was like, the fuck is this game? Like it's Skyrim, dude, and I'm like, bro, no fucking way. It's like something completely different already there. Like it's like absolutely different graphics, gameplay, everything different. And this is gonna be the same, but also, you know, with space, with vehicles, with flight and everything, right? That's already quite huge, I would say. Like when New Vegas, the fetishist mod was preparing, one of the big things that was kind of like selling the project was that you could drive the car. With fans, that's kind of the funny part, but like the people who are most like, you know, devoted fans of like, for example, for Elder Scrolls, I can tell for sure. Like Elder Scrolls, like actual funds, the Giga funds, they don't play with mods pretty much. They don't need that shit. So like if anything, like people playing mostly currently with mods are not exactly the fans of, you know, like the universe. They actually just like this like the game base for the modding. Same as like all the content creators still making videos on the mods. It's not, you know, like some insane like lore enjoyers or something. Like they can switch the game no problems. If there will be mods, they will be able like, you know, oh, every step cost money, you know, or like every hit my character grows bigger or something. As long as they can get that kind of content going, and the better quality and better opportunities for that content game presents, they're gonna switch. Sorry, just eating that food, and I'd rather do it after stream. Not that much left anyway. But since friend brought it, might as well. Let's see, right, let's see. Yes, Dave, that too. That too. After some time, it's gonna become one of those, you know, kind of like the janky RPGs or something, probably, that you can like fix with mods and stuff. People love that shit, actually. Unironically, just give it some time. Yeah, yeah. There is sci-fi, there is space, there are ships. Like what you can do with mods there, potentially if the mod tools are good, is like huge. Like the medieval stuff, there's like plenty, right? Fallout 4 already also brought a lot of like the post-apocalyptic stuff that you can make with mods. Space? Not really. Like I don't know, the only like stuff I can see is like if like No Man's Sky has some sort of like modding going scene, or Elite Dangerous or something, or Star Citizen, I guess. So there is probably kind of demand of like, you know, people to get some like modded experiences in space, and then not that much on the market for that. Man, these things are so good, dude. Like at home, most of these like sausage, like the hot dogs, they're kind of garbo. Here it's actually good. Alright. Done. Immortals of Avium was $125 million awful idea, report says. What a twist, dude. What a twist. Former developer from Ascendant Studios and spoke harshly about Immortals of Avium. They stressed that the development cost was around 85 million and that Electronic Arts game publisher threw in a hefty 40 million for marketing and distribution costs. So what they had to say about the game: there was some serious talent on the development team, but trying to make a AAA single-player shooter in today's market was a truly awful idea. Especially since it was a new IP that was also trying to leverage Unreal Engine 5. What ended up launching was a bloated, repetitive campaign that was far too long. Trying to make a AAA single-player shooter in today's market? I mean, to be honest, maybe not completely false. Like, how many actual, you know, like, single-player, like, big-budget, huge shooters succeed? Especially, yeah, like a new IP and everything. Maybe. Blaming EA? No, I don't think so. Kinda hard to say, actually, what they blame, really. Just the decision-making, I guess. I think kind of other way around. Like Electronic Arts threw in hefty 40 million for marketing and distribution costs. So like I think they think EA is good. But yeah, like something like with such budget, like you need to go for some like very sure, you know, shots with that, I would say. With such budgets, man. Stellar Blade rated 18 plus for nudity and excessive violence. There you go. Coomer's gonna coom, eh? Coomer's gonna coom, eh? There was even mentioned why. Decapitation and mutilation. Female character is appearing naked in her costumes. Huh? Naked in costumes? What? Oh, explicit expression of a body exposure. Okay. So like too much skin, I guess. Alright. Well, it's Korea with the anti-Coomer laws and stuff, I guess. So I wouldn't be surprised then. Now this is probably not AI, but it's search engine optimized writing, dude. They do optimize their articles, and their site there's like when you scroll through the news, there's like 80% of the stuff that gets an RSS feed is like top 5, Mario games, or like guide how to do the quest in the latest, hyped game or something. So they do be farming that stuff. Yeah, that you need to kind of like. There's usually like this like, oh, there's rumor about that. There it is, and everything else is just kind of like like keywords, text bloat and stuff. Well, I mean, I respect the hustle, I guess. Gotta hustle. Otherwise, not gonna go anywhere. At least they do still get some really good inside stuff there. So that I respect. I see, Steve, right? Damn. The self-snitch, dude. Self-snitch. Tarkov studio head clarifies microtransaction news. Oh yeah, there was some like microtransaction plans. Yeah, recent news that Escape from Tarkov will be getting microtransactions. Let's see. Game is running for 8 years without any additional flow. You just buy it and play it forever. True. Some of the EOD features found in the game's now defunct top tier version need to go back. Further revealed and confirmed that in future updates, Team plans to introduce the following in the form of microtransactions: stash expansions for every version available. So it was kind of in some like different version of the game probably. Up to total 28 additional lines of stash space. Clothing early unlock. Wasn't stressed if new clothing would be introduced. Ability to play offline co-op. A default feature for EOD owners. The fuck? Microtransactions won't introduce pay-to-win elements to the game. There will be no in-game money, items, weapons, gear package purchases, and so on. No boosters also. Additional stash lines will also be unlocked via in-game progress without spending any money. Well, I mean, seems reasonable. Taken is also getting them after all the reviews, I see. Classic, classic. Classic. Gotta farm the good publicity and then go ham on milking. Sony trademarks Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet in US. Assumed to be all new IP, but at present company hasn't said anything further about the name. It's pointed out in social circles that in many cases early names designated for games end up being changed over time. Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, yeah. Isn't the most exciting name for a series of games, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Heretic Prophet Intergalactic. I mean, could be. Applies to video game software, actually. So it is actual game. Supposedly. That could be some like, maybe it has some sort of like Japanese Giga name on two pages. And then they just translated and adapted it that way. Baby, stay baby. Marvel Spider-Man 2 sold 10 million copies. Damn, Spooderman actually going. Then what a nice ad, dude. Start here free. Open. Who? Amazing ads. Beautiful. Baldur's Gate 3 licensing deal earned Hasbro about $90 million. Damn, guys just like literally just like lent the just needed to lend the name, the franchise. Done. Just get like 100 mil in your pocket from just having the name. Amazing. Silent Hill 2 devs, that trailer wasn't representative of the game. Damn, son. Not responsible for the marketing side, that is entirely the responsibility of our partner Konami. Certainly this trailer does not reflect the spirit of the game. It's not the spirit of either what it used to be or what we're creating now. Yeah, that's why it looked like Resident Evil there. That did look more like Resident Evil than anything. I remember. Tencent buying Dungeons and Dragons? Damn, son. Tencent gonna buy everything. Call of Duty fans can buy a Captain Price gold bar for $450. Damn, son. The merch you didn't expect, dude. For those with less money or more sense, there is a silver bar available to purchase for a more affordable price, $109. Slightly larger than the gold bar and more readily available. 15,000 haven't been created. Damn, son. It's time. It's time to get yourself some investments in the gold, The Dungeon Impact, yeah. Helldivers 2 will never add PvP, developer says. Damn, son. A reply to a fan who brought up stealing players away from Call of Duty by adding PvP, Arrowhead CEO Johan Pedersted said that it will never happen due to the toxicity it can bring. It will never add a PvP mode. This is to reduce toxic elements from the community. We want an environment that's supportive, fun, and where all are fighting on the same side. Yeah, I would say it's quite based. Then another person responded saying developer was scared to add PvP into Helldivers. Damn, son. Pussy. Pillagestead doubled down and reiterated he didn't want toxicity in the game. And don't scare, just we don't want the toxicity that naturally comes with it. Plenty, actually most games that provide PvP. We make games for people that just want to have a challenging time with friends but in a PvE setting. That's what like Skull and Bones really should do. Okay, like fine, leave the PvP but just make it, you know, like completely separate and not intervening with the PvE. You want to have some fun without like dropping your loot and stuff, for example, right in the middle of fucking nowhere and losing it. Go for it, some instance PvP mode. Kind of like sort of in a way, you know, it was in the original like idea that they showed with just like some sort of team-based naval battles. That would be fine. "4A Games says next mainline Metro game will launch when it's ready." Yeah, so somewhere there. Metro Exodus sold 10 million copies in its lifespan. Not bad. Now the VR one. At least VR kinda getting some stuff that could be kinda interesting to play eventually, let's be real. But that will take probably another like 5 years to get like more reasonable prices and the better, you know, catalog. So you kinda, and all like patched and optimized. So you kinda go in, you know, and be like, well, now it's time to play all the good games. And you buy like 5 on sale. Blizzard reportedly planning over 100 layoffs at a Cork office. A Cork Island, alright. A deputy head of government confirmed the number of affected employees while speaking in the dial. Blizzard reportedly employs about 200 people at its Cork office. So if Blizzard goes through with layoffs, it will cut back on nearly the entire office. Well, I mean, not nearly, dude. If it's like 200, 136, and it's nearly entire, it's like closer to half, but still, I guess. Quite a lot. Company refuses to engage with a trade union chosen by these workers to represent them. Oh, what a twist. Well, that, you know, that's Europe. That's not gonna slide there probably though, if you're not engaging with the representatives. I see, Steve, I see. Yeah, that would be reasonable really, because yeah, like just having it gathering dust might be not the best idea. Well, if it'll be like some sort of like, you know, like quest, some next quest already, that will be like maybe still kind of like $300. And there will be already way more games, then maybe. But yeah, I would rather just like take it from someone, to be honest, rather than buying. Just to play like a couple of games, it's not worth it. Palworld developers reveal anti-cheat plans. Oh, I predict some molding, man. Anti-cheat countermeasures, including player list function and an external solution. Players recently reported server issues, and today's post confirms that it is due to cheating countermeasures. That's pretty reasonable price, yes, that's nice. Regarding cheating, devs announced that we are working on measures to deal with it strictly and as a priority. Palworld will allow the player list function in a new update at the end of February. This will be used to identify and suspend cheaters. Function will be optional for community servers, single player, and co-op. Let's see. They need to make like the whitelist basically for servers. That's all you kind of need. Even though maybe that already like third-party integrations that already on the hoster side. Could be. Nintendo Switch 2 to launch Q1 2025 report claims. We'll see. Sources close to publication indicated that they were working on Switch 2 games planned for release early next year. The expectation is that more information will be gleaned during upcoming financial update from Nintendo, which is set to be released in May 2024. We'll see. It'll be kind of weird though with that, with no E3 and everything, like announcing like new consoles and stuff. Like, dude, it's not gonna be the same. On private servers, yeah, most likely. Well, like you still kind of host them most likely. Well, it's kind of like, I guess, same like with Valheim and other ones. Like you can have your own server with others joining you, which is like not for a lot of people probably, right? Or you can host the server so it's always available. That's like with many of those games. The Nintendo Ninjas there, yeah. Nintendo Direct next week apparently, yeah. We'll see, we'll see. It's like if you want to have server available always for everyone, you just go to the hoster and get one probably. And then it's nice to have like whitelisting and everything there. Yeah, well, there it is. Nintendo Direct's partner showcase coming next week. So it's gonna be like a bunch of indies and stuff, I guess, again. I guess. He did, however, seem to temper expectations by stating he's not excited about it, so... No Silk Song, eh? No Silk Song, eh? A UK supermarket selling Immortals of Avium for £1. Bruh. There it is, dude. That sounds like... That seems kind of like a meme, though, dude. Not gonna lie, it's like everything is like, you know, in like... In 2 digits range, and then this for 1. How much GTA, I wonder? Well, I mean, GT like sells though, that's for sure. Dope tier marketing, yeah. So it kind of looks like there's like a number missing there, I would say. They successfully bought the game, which is now out of stock on the retailer's website and showing a price tag of 0. Oh shit, was he got the last one. Feels bad, man. They're all known IPs. I mean, true, yeah, that is true. Epic just stopped you from getting free Fallout games. Dude, didn't we already get this like multiple times, I think even? Epic's Game Store users were supposed to get 3 of the most classic Fallout titles completely free of charge. Now they got replaced by Super Meat Boy Forever. Like, that I don't have. Fallout games I already have like on multiple stores, so yeah, no. Not too bad, not too bad. Epic Store already listed the trio of Wasteland-based titles just over a year ago. Yep. Already been there. That's the one they refunded us and returned it from us because of the wrong country. I refunded that $0. Feel bad. A Beyond Good and Evil remaster has been rated in South Korea. There it is. Game scheduled to release March 5th, 2024. Kinda doubt it. I mean, actually, yeah, Q1, if Q1, maybe. We'll see. Well, you will be able to play it again very soon. Probably for the whopping price of like $50 again. I would assume. I guess they're not gonna be too ballsy to try to sell it again full price, but 50 I could see. 50 I could see. Alright, and the Thaumaturge got delayed. That I think we already seen. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Alright, so any golfers? Are we gonna be golfing? Or are we gonna be chilling?